Have you ever found yourself in that phase, devouring every article, watching every video, trying to unlock your seductive era? Maybe TikTok called it your fatal era last week, and you're just trying to keep up. It's a common journey, isn't it? You absorb all this advice, all these rules for being irresistible, and then you walk away with one nagging question: am I supposed to change my entire personality to achieve this? That feeling, that disconnect, it's your intuition screaming. Because if you have to act seductive, if it feels like a performance, then it's not truly seductive at all. Think about it. We all know those people who just effortlessly draw attention, not because they're doing something dramatic or special, but because they're simply not fighting themselves. They're at peace with who they are. And once I truly grasped that, once I saw the profound difference between performing and simply being, everything clicked into place for me. I've always experienced people being drawn to me, not in a loud, attention-grabbing way, but with this quiet, undeniable pull. A gentle curiosity that makes them lean in, want to know more. Sometimes that curiosity even verged on a little obsession, but it was never because I planned it or strategized. It was simply a byproduct of how I moved through life, authentically and unburdened. Real-life seduction isn't loud. It's not a script you follow from a movie or a book. It's not about embodying some boss babe persona or pretending to be heartless to gain power. True seduction, the kind that lasts and deeply connects, is about alignment. It's about your inner world matching your outer expression. You've definitely encountered this. Plenty of objectively good-looking people who, for whatever reason, do absolutely nothing for you romantically. You can admit they're attractive, but there's simply no spark. Then there are people who aren't perfect by any societal standard, perhaps even quirky or unconventional. Yet you can't stop thinking about them. That profound difference isn't about their looks. It's pure, unadulterated energy. The very first, most crucial shift happens when you stop performing for others and start allowing yourself to be truly, utterly real. People are inherently obsessed with authenticity, even if they don't quite have the words to name that craving. It's what draws us in, what makes us feel safe to connect. You see it all the time with celebrities, with viral creators, with people who just blow up seemingly out of nowhere. You look at them and think, why them? They're not doing anything crazy. Exactly. They're not trying to be anyone else. They're simply embodying their unique essence, and that's incredibly powerful. When you're unapologetically yourself, whether you're soft, intense, awkward, calm, sarcastic, emotional, or a beautiful mix of all of it, it sends an unmistakable signal. That signal says, I'm comfortable here, in my own skin, in my own space. And that profound comfort reads as confidence on a level you simply cannot fake. The moment you try to copy someone else's vibe, someone else's personality, your energy splits. You create a dissonance within yourself. People might watch, but they won't truly connect. Here's another truth people often resist hearing, but it's foundational. True seduction starts with self-respect, not with chasing external attention. The way you take care of yourself, the care you invest in your own well-being, matters immensely. And I don't mean a full glam squad every day. I mean in a you matter to you way. How you groom yourself, how you move your body, how you exist when absolutely no one is watching. People who don't respect themselves, who neglect their own needs, subconsciously teach others that they aren't worthy of respect either. Conversely, people who treat themselves with kindness, who invest effort in their own well-being, naturally attract that same level of effort and respect from others. You don't become seductive by getting ready only when someone might see you. That's external validation seeking. You become truly seductive when you're already ready for yourself, simply because it's for you. There's a profound difference between trying to be chosen and already choosing yourself. The energy of the latter is magnetic, radiating self-worth. And here's something subtle yet incredibly powerful about truly seductive people. They see beauty everywhere they look. They're not bitter, not constantly judging. They don't tear others down to feel bigger or more significant. Their energy feels inherently open, warm, and safe to be around. And the crazy, undeniable part is, your inner world always shows up on your face eventually. You can't hide it forever. That's why some people feel off even when attractive. You're not reacting to their superficial looks. You're reacting to what's genuinely going on underneath, to the energy their inner world is projecting. Truly seductive people also possess another powerful trait. They know when it's time to walk away. This is absolutely huge, a game changer. Nothing kills attraction faster than overgiving, constantly people-pleasing, and staying in situations or relationships where you feel perpetually drained. The moment you tolerate disrespect, your energy collapses. You feel that collapse deep within, and others feel it too, even if they can't articulate why. That subtle shift in your energetic field communicates volumes. Walking away isn't about being cold or uncaring. It's about being incredibly clear about your worth and your non-negotiables. There's nothing more magnetic than someone who fundamentally knows they'll be okay, even if you're not in their life. Not because they don't care about you, but because they care about themselves even more. Desperation, that clinging, needy energy, repels people faster than anything. It's an energetic red flag. Calm, self-assured confidence, on the other hand, pulls people in with an irresistible force. Think about it. No one truly wants what's begging to be chosen. The chase is only appealing when there's a perceived value. And everyone, deep down, desires what doesn't need them to survive. Seduction also lives profoundly in presence, in how you truly listen, not just waiting for your turn to speak. In how you allow comfortable pauses, how you don't rush to explain yourself or desperately fill every silence. Letting moments breathe invites intimacy without words. You don't have to overshare your entire life story on a first date. You don't have to dump your trauma early on to prove vulnerability. Mystery isn't secrecy, it's simply about pacing. It's about revealing yourself slowly, deliberately, like unwrapping a beautiful gift, allowing curiosity to build naturally. Another incredibly underrated thing, letting people help you. Being seductive doesn't mean doing everything alone and proving your independence. It means being secure enough to receive. When someone offers help, advice, or effort, and you graciously allow it, you create a powerful bond. People feel more connected to you when they feel like they can contribute to your life, when they feel needed in a healthy way. Basic manners matter too, way more than people admit. Kindness, saying thank you, holding space for others, knowing when to speak and when to simply listen. Class isn't about money or status. It's about a profound awareness of yourself and those around you, and acting accordingly. And at some point, you absolutely have to learn to be assertive. Especially if you're a woman, the world will test your boundaries over and over again. Seduction isn't about being silent to keep the peace. It's about knowing when to say, "That's not okay," and meaning it with every fiber of your being. You can be kind and firm at the same time. You can be warm and still say no. That balance between grace and strength is incredibly powerful and deeply seductive. Your intuition is another guide you should never ignore. If something feels off, trust that it is. Your body knows before your mind catches up. Every time you ignore that gut feeling, you pay for it later. The most seductive people trust themselves implicitly. They listen to their inner wisdom and honor it. They also celebrate themselves quietly and privately. They don't wait for external validation to feel accomplished or worthy. They talk to themselves with respect. They champion their own journey, and they don't hype everyone else while tearing themselves down. And they are comfortable in their body. Not perfect, but comfortable. Present. Owning their space instead of shrinking from it. You don't need permission to exist fully, to shine brightly. That permission comes from within. Here's the real secret no one sells. You don't become seductive by becoming better or by trying to achieve some external ideal. You become seductive by becoming yourself again. The version of you before you learned to dim your light, before you tried to be palatable, before you asked for permission. That authentic self is your greatest power. When you stop running from who you are, when you embrace every facet of your being, everything changes. Your energy lifts, your presence deepens, and people feel it profoundly and undeniably. Not because you chase them, not because you perform for them, but because you finally stop chasing approval. That, my friends, is seduction in real life. The most powerful, lasting, and authentic kind there is. It's about being you, fully and beautifully.